Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch on this Monday, 12.04.2023. Current time is 0555. My brother firefighters, sister firefighters, God bless you. 555. Significant number. Ring the bells, 5. Ring again, 5. Ring the bells one more time, 5. Remembering the fallen firefighters. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside, here on the Twitch, getting the morning started with a hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. How are we all doing out there? We are off and running here, and I think we got all cylinders going here. Our internet's good. We're on OBS 30 now. We upgraded this weekend, and it's working out quite well. I did do a broadcast Saturday, 2.5 hours of gaming on Lord of the Rings online. It was a little choppy, but never got disconnected. And so OBS is the third. I don't normally go right away on the I thought I changed that on the updates, and it had been over a week or two, and everything I saw in the news or on the YouTubes as far as reviewing it, they were giving double thumbs up. So especially this one guy I follow on YouTube concerning OBS, I probably more than 60-70% of my OBS knowledge from this one guy on YouTube and stuff like that. So it's really got me really acquainted with it, and that's all it takes is a little studying and reviewing, and as far as that goes. But I do have the morning coffee, and I lifted up there to our good friend Tony D, who is in the chat. Hashtag salute to you, sir. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag good morning. Tony says good morning. Good morning, Tony. And Tony D there he is. I was with him yesterday on Belt King Fantasy Football. We had a good time yesterday, and a good broadcast. I wish I could say so for the football games. Wow, were they something yesterday? Oh my Lord! We got a game tonight. I'll be talking about that in the football segment. But man, I again last night's game was I didn't see that until I woke up after about 12:30 on the couch. I guess I was good up until about maybe the first quarter or something like that. I was out like a light on the couch. You know, it just so it's just I'm not sure. We got an ad break in 4 or 5 minutes here, as far as it just popped up the notifications for those people that are here watching on Twitch. I will be repurposing, like I always say, over there on YouTube and Rumble. Rumble and YouTube are two good places to post and keep your stuff here from Twitch, to archive it, because after 2 weeks or so, they just move them off to the side and they bring whatever new stuff. So you don't really archive. That's the only drawback, I think, of Twitch. They don't archive, but it's still a great platform. I love it. Even I'm probably more familiar with it now than I ever have been, as far as that goes. And I gotta make sure. I've been told I was in here yesterday doing something, and then somebody was standing right here. I wasn't paying any attention. I guess I was zoning last night and stuff like that. So, but we're off and running. We got a good start to the broadcast here, and I usually say that over on Mixcloud after the first set of music and stuff like that. But waking up, starting just a tad off. Normally I like to see if I get started at 5:30, but it for all intents and purposes, it's quarter of, 5:30, quarter to 6, as far as that goes. So I wasn't really rushing, but I was steadily getting the show, all the things started here for the broadcast. As far as cranking up all the devices I have on around me, I'm one of these. I got to have multiple devices. And matter of fact, let's check the sound here. Sound check. Oh, sound is loud and clear. Sound is loud and clear. And as far as that goes, and uh, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. Had a lot of broadcasting. Saturday did Lord of the Rings online games, and then yesterday morning, before Tony D's Belt King Fantasy Football, I did an hour chat with a few folks, fishing for some people for guest stars. I do use guest stars now. Guest stars is working quite well for me. Knock on wood. And as far as other than the signal for the internet, and like I said, during the gameplay, I don't know, because of fluctuation what's in the game. Oddly enough, on Tony D's broadcast, he uses Restream. It just goes smooth. I usually have the stream manager here for and it tells me what type of broadcast I'm having. And there's Tim Fan. Yo, Tim Fan. Good morning. Good morning. Tim Fan coming in from Michigan, our resident contractor out there. And as far as that goes, glad to have you here. I hope you had a good weekend. The same thing with Tony there. But it gives me the level. Like right now, and good morning to you, Tim, on OBS. And Tony saying good morning to Tim Fan. And on OBS, we're going 60 frames per second, 60 frames per second. So we're in the green. The new OBS, they took the little green box that was in the right and they moved it over to where we have 4 bars. And we're in the 4 bar range, all green, at 36, 37 kbs. But by the time it gets to Twitch, that 37 drops down to about 35. But it's an excellent broadcast. And it gives me the levels. And when we drop out, when it goes red, that means this is dipping down in the red. We're losing continuity. So I like to have that feature. And that's one of the main purposes of having the laptop over here for sound and whatnot. Then I use the Surface 3 that's right in front of me for the show notes. I've got the phone over here that's dedicated to the chat. Even though I have the chat in front of me on the stream chat for OBS. OBS, you can see the chat and stuff like that. You can have the chat there. Once you're connected, you can connect it to sign into Twitch on your OBS software that's on your computer. And then I've got my older than dirt iPad Mini, which has the sounds as far as that goes. And I can bring in things like this. I am now on air. I don't know why. I should get some clapping and some sound. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, I think Smoke, he has a soundboard that he uses a lot. I know he did that a lot over on the previous platform we were on. And let's see, Tim Fan says, I got a sectional this weekend, 2K. A sectional, 2K? You need a new phone, don't you? Then a new sectional? A new sectional costs you 2K? Oh, he does? Okay, Tony, Smoke does? Okay. And it's starting to feel like a home. Okay, if it feels like a home, that's good. $2,000 for a sectional? Woo! Well, that's about, that's a going price now, you know. Over 5 years ago, it probably cost you $1,000, but let's see, we bought that's furniture. I think you're talking about, right? Furniture, $2,000. That's about right. Sectional. It's expensive to buy a couch these days. You know those days of buying a couch, getting a couch along with a love seat and a chair. Geez, we used to buy. I think the last time we got our Lazy Boy, we got a chair, a couch, and a love seat for like $1,500. And you can't touch that for less than $3,000 and stuff. So sectional for $2,000, that's pretty good. That's decent. You know, as far as that, I'm taking that's a couch like furniture, Tim. When you say sectional. And then like I said, we're on the big screen back there. You know, I bring in the sound on the iPad Mini. I've got the everything's That iPad Mini older than dirt's tied in for the sound on the soundboard. They got the microphone. I've got my I don't know why I have it up. I guess just to have it up. It's another my Samsung Tab A tablet with the Twitch on. That I can see the commercials. I guess I could see the commercials in the background. And I got the computer. The computer is rocking. So I got a lot of things going on here. A lot of, I wouldn't say there's too many, because the main focus is right here on the big screen. As far as that goes, that's with the OBS, and we're cranking on it. We're doing good. Let's see. Currently here on the southern tier of upstate New York, I could just glance over here. It's 43 degrees Fahrenheit, but I have to go to the web page here to get the conversion. It's 6 degrees Celsius. 6 degrees Celsius. 43. It's been 40. The weather this weekend, it was little. We had some rain yesterday, some steady rain. And so we're well into fall and autumn. Okay, the leaves are all dropping down. The tree out here, it's eventually, if it gets dry out here, I got to go out here and go over these leaves. They're starting to bug the hell out of me as far as that goes. But it's currently 43 degrees Fahrenheit outside here in the southern tier of upstate New York. We're going to continue with a steady rain this morning until about 7. Which is another hour or so. Showers continuing this afternoon. Oh, we're going to have, okay, we're going to pick back up at 1 o'clock, it looks like on the chart here, this afternoon. High of 44, so it's going to be a pretty decent day. Winds out of the west at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. Sun will be rising here this morning at 7:18 this morning, which is in another hour and 11 minutes. An hour and 11 minutes. The sun will be rising at 07:18 a.m. and setting at 4:35 p.m. And man, when it goes down, it gets dark here. The lights are turned off. Let's see. Yeah. So. Oh. The door's chasing Jack. No. You don't do that. No. Hup. Go on. Don't give me those big eyes at me. She's like looking at me like, I didn't do nothing. Is that you, Jack? Are you alright, Jack? Are you okay? Huh? Are you okay there, buddy? Yeah? Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Cats are chasing him this morning. Let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak here. Oh, she's playing with one of the balls there, the foil balls. We have in Honolulu. Oh, I thought I got this on here. What the hell's going on? Didn't I turn the internet on this thing? Let's see. Hey, Helen, good morning. Good morning to the missus from Helen. Helen, the missus says hello. Hello, fluffy pup. Yeah, that's Jack. That's Jack. Jack is up here. Well, that's in there. What the hell's going on here? Internet is on. Oh, there they are. Okay. In Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:08 a.m. Currently in Honolulu. Clear sky, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 4:09 a.m. Just changed top 4:09 a.m. Phoenix, Arizona, clear skies, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City, we have cloudy skies, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle, as I like to call it, we have clear skies in New York City, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. It was raining down there yesterday for the ball game. Jets lost, of course. Let's see, down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony D is at, he's telling us it's 51 degrees Fahrenheit. High is 68. Ooh, that's not a bad day. 47 for the low. Cloudy, that's pleasant. I'd take that. That's a little bit better. That's better than we're going to have today. I think we're going to be a little wet as far as that goes. Across the pond in Cork, Ireland at 11:09 a.m. In Cork, Ireland, it is sunny and 36 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy at 12:10 p.m. we have cloudy skies in Milan, and it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit. A little cool over there in Cork and Ireland. In Kuala Lumpur, At 7:10 p.m. in the evening, it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Thunderstorms. It's storming in Kuala Lumpur, as far as that goes. And over in Japan, Tokyo, Japan, we have at 8:10 p.m. we have clear skies, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in Australia, the great continent down under, Melbourne, Australia, at 10:10 p.m. in the evening, it is clear skies. They're finishing their day out there in Melbourne at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And over in Sydney, clear skies, 70 degrees at 10:10 p.m. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And let's see, our thought for the day comes from unknown, author unknown. So that's basically it. But it's a good quote. We were talking about happiness yesterday, in yesterday's quote from Teach Nahat Wahan. I think I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but in that quote yesterday, there is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. You got to be happy. Well, today's quote and our thought for today, this Monday, December 4th, 2023, it's about happiness again. Happiness is the feeling you're feeling when you want to keep feeling it. So be happy. Yeah. Just be happy. There we go. Be happy and get through the day. And that's part of that hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. Start off on a positive note, because you build up your positivity. Once you get out of that, it's a fresh start. So you start off fresh. You think positive thoughts, and then when the crap hits you, at least it'll absorb a little bit. You might still have some residual crap you have to go through, but you need to stay positive and be happy and stuff. It helps. I'm just talking for myself. And I think that's one of the main reasons I get up early in the. I guess I've always gotten up early. Somebody said, "Hey, you don't have to get up early. You're retired now." I says, "Yeah, I know, but it's just part of that routine. I'm in a routine. It's a healthy routine of getting up, starting off. I don't know about drinking all this coffee and stuff." And Jack says, "How you doing? You relaxing there? Yeah, okay, good boy. You want some coffee? No, okay. I guess I chased him away. I'm sorry." So happiness is important, and part of that happiness is being kind to everyone. You got to be kind, okay? Even when the crap is being thrown at you, you got to be kind. You got to try and be kind. Sometimes it's frustrating, as far as that goes. It's a bit like love, Helen says. Love is a choice. I can't even pronounce that word. What was it? You can get me with these words, Helen. Oh my God. Let's see. Let me give it a stab. Limerence, the butterflies, is feeling, but your choice to love someone. Limerence. Thank you, Helen. I love when we had a student teacher day when I think it was third or fourth grade? Maybe it was fifth grade. Fifth grade. Mrs. Perry was my teacher. Ms. Perry. She's the first teacher. She used the MS. Ms. Perry. And on student teacher, she wanted someone to teach the English portion of the class for that day, and to be a student teacher. And I raised my hand. It's a knucklehead like me. I barely passed. When we had spelling tests, I barely passed every spelling test. But I like to read and stuff like that. Hey, Tina. Good morning, Tina. Glad to have you here. Our Jersey girl is here. Thank you, Tina. Good morning. Raising my coffee cup. I hope you had a good weekend, as far as that goes. I have a problem pronouncing properly. Usually, the thing, sometimes if I have the time, I'll stick it in Google Translate, and hear what they have to say. Helen says that's the love up feeling you get when you first fall for some. Oh, okay, yeah, I still have that feeling for the missus. Yeah, I do. She's, but it goes after. I have my. Yeah, the missus would probably agree with you. I guess she has to put up with my crap. After the honeymoon period, you choose to continue love. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, no, don't worry about the caps, Helen. That's all right. That's fine. And Tim saying hi to Tina, and Tina saying good morning to the chat and stuff. Yeah, that's true, Helen. And as far as that goes, but happy. It's just life goes. I guess I'm at that portion in my life where I don't need the crap anymore. I just laugh at it. It just rolls off. I mean, I've been on this internet since 1985. No, longer than that. Was it 85? 1995, I guess, is when I first came on the internet. That's right, because I was over in Japan. We got connected. So I've been on this internet for a long time. And Helen says, yeah, it's similar thing. You can choose to be, yeah, it's the same thing. You choose to be happy, and being kind. And sometimes it's being kind just not to say anything when somebody's throwing crap at you. So I'm just going to be kind. It's funny what some people do at times and stuff like that. And you had a notion of how you think they are, but then their true colors come out, and it's just like, okay, whatever, that's your bag. I could care less. I'm going on. I'm going to be happy. You can continue to make life choices that make your, yeah, I agree. Well, I think the vast majority try and make life choices to be happy, Helen. That's my outlook as far as I that's, for me, that's a more positive way of looking at it. But I know what you're saying. There are some people you say, hey, just be, and they just don't want to be. Or you can make different choices that make you happy. Yeah. Maybe people they're happy when they're unhappy. I don't know. Which goes back to some of the shit that's thrown at you and stuff like that. You just wonder, are these people really, it's just like, they're not being very kind as far as that goes. And I feel sorry for them. I really do. It's just like, yeah, Helen is right. Yeah. You can't expect a different outcome when you won't do anything to change. Yeah. Well, the thing is, people keep on throwing the crap at it. That just tells you about the individual as far as, okay, see you later. And I just keep on smiling, pressing on, because I'm at the point now where it's really a joke. And they think that I don't know. It's just human nature. I don't know if that's human nature, but it's just like oh, it's better just to be positive and move on and stuff. And I've done that in the most cases, stuff like that. But when some people really do you bad, you don't forget. You smile, but you don't forget, and you remember, and and there's consequences down the line for those individuals eventually. I'm not saying I'm a strong believer in karma, but I've seen some examples where there's certain things I don't want to do because I don't want karma to come back and bite me. And I think there is that sense, because I think if you keep on going on that route, eventually it catches up with you. Helen says exactly. Cut those people off, even if someone isn't coming at me. If I see them going at someone, then they have revealed their true colors. I'll cut them off for threatening other people. Yeah. I bless those people. Yeah, I guess it's what you're saying the other day about more. Yeah, it's along that same lines, I guess, because you have to talk about those things every once in a while, because it keeps you focused and grounded, I guess, for me, because it's like I'm not worried about it. I'm aware of it. It's not going to go away. I know it's not, because there's individuals that just don't want to change. They do the same, and God takes care. Yeah, and I believe that too, Tina. God will eventually straighten them out, I guess. When we all depart, because there's some things in my life I'm not happy with. I look back at my life and it's like, what the frick did I, And there's some cases where I'd like to go back to. I realize now. Maybe am I enlightened? No, I'm realizing now there's some things that I guess I would like to go back. There would be certain times that I would like to go back and say I'm sorry for certain circumstances and stuff like that, but you can't as far as that goes, because people are no longer here, or there's a distance factor and all that. Lucky you, I'm at work. Tim Fan says, "Oh, what is it? God take care of them." Oh, okay. So it's always good to be aware of that. And like I said, the whole premise of me, one of the bedrocks of me coming up here in the morning time, as far as that goes. First, I really enjoy it. I real come, even though, okay, Helen is ahead. Tina's already up. She's like me. She's up early as far as that goes. And Tim, he has to be up. He has to go to work. I would be happy. I'd be really happy if Tim could just take the day off and just sleep, because I as a contractor, I know what a contractor does. I've seen them over the course of the years, and I seen some contractors come in on the job site when I was working, and man, they're dragging their ass in because and so I can feel for Tim. Helen says, I think if you stand back and you watch other people being bullied and cease nothing and say nothing, you're just as but you have to say something. But then if those people, I guess you have to say something. You say something, and then you just if they're right in front of you, you got to say something. That's obvious. Okay. On this internet, the people I've crossed that are in that category of being bullies and stuff, you say something, and they can only do so much on the internet. You say it and then you move on. And then I don't want those people. You don't say anything more. It's not. You may cross paths with them, but you got to tolerate it. So I think you're a better person by tolerating it, and you don't acknowledge their antics as far as that goes. For evil to triumph takes for good men to do nothing. Yeah, that's a good quote. Yeah, you have to, but there's some of the stuff that's on here, Helen. I'm just talking about the nitnoid stuff here, as far as that goes. On the internet, exactly. But you still cross those people, Tim. I can tell you that for a fact. You still cross paths, and it's a joke as far as I have to. It's a funny now as far as that goes. It's just like you feel sorry for those people that are still doing the same antics. They don't see. I think you're a better person when you change, and you become kinder, and it's just like. You don't have to totally agree with them and stuff like that, but this is like when somebody keeps on doing childish things, it's like, really, and that's what the internet is. You got people that they'll do those type of antics, and they'll feel emboldened because they. But if I was up and close and personal with some of these people, they'd be surprised. They'd really be surprised, I think. I try to be kind, but some people make it hard. Yeah, well, Tim, you as a contractor, that's a rough. Being a contractor, that's a culture unto itself, and I know what I think you know what I'm saying. As far as that's a whole different. A contractor, that's a little bit different, because I've seen some contractors go off, and I don't want to be in front of them. Believe me, I don't want to be in front of them. As far as I'm off to it's like I'll say something, but then they'll the crap we deal with. Yeah, I and that's what I'm talking about. The crap on a contractor's level is like, oh my God, it's nothing compared to this nitnoid shit that we have to deal with online and stuff like that. That's real world stuff there. Helen says, anyway, just passing through, very stressful morning. Oh, I'm sorry, Helen. I'm away to the docks. Have a great. Okay, you too, Helen. Have a good day. I hope we didn't get you. No, do have a good day, Helen. It's always a pleasure to have you here, as far as that goes. And you have a great Monday. It's Monday. It's the start of a new week and stuff like that. So, moving on now. We're past the quote there on talking about. I think we bashed happiness enough. Let's see. Tim Fan saying, have a great. Take care, Helen, Fotina, and let's see. Today's National Day. We have Santa's List Day today. That's a good one. Cabernet Fragrant. Oh, hang on for a minute, folks. Bug. Hey, 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 hey. She's actually going crazy. All right, we had a little cat fight. I saw that one coming. Oh my God. Woo! They were hooking. That's not good. That's not good. the kitty cats are playing. No, Jack was being chased again, and Bug was. They were batting at each other, stuff like that. That was a bad one there. It doesn't. I don't know why they do that. They keep their distance. They act good, and then they just go at it. They were hooking. He said, yeah. No, I mean they were actually pawing. I think they were getting ready. I think they might have been deploying their claws and stuff. You know, Jack is trying to be on the defensive, and Bug there, she can be a little bit of a bully, as we are just saying that. And Tim says, I know, yeah. And cats are wild. Yeah, cats can get wild. They have that natural instinct and stuff like that. And you know, in that case, Jack has to fight back. But he's an older cat. That's why I'm concerned. He's how long have we had Jack?
He's 12.
12 years old. He's 12 years old. So he can still hold his own. But
He's a big baby.
What's that?
He's a big baby.
Yeah, most of the time he's a big baby, but yeah, and then and Bug, she's just getting more territorial. It seems like as far as even with the other cats we have in the house, but anyway, speaking of cats, it's also, let's see, one of our national days is International Cheetah Day. Oh, that's not a bad one.
She's a cheetah today.
Yeah, there she goes. She thinks she's a cheetah. We have Wild Life Conservation Day. Today is that National Sock Day. Yesterday during NFL, they had cleats. They were highlighting their cleats. And let's see, National Dice Day. If you throw dice, I think we're gonna go with this one, Tina. I think you'll like it. I always have to go with the foodie. The foodie is good. The foodie, and this one is National Cookie Day. We're gonna go with National Cookie Day, okay? And it's let's see, where's the hashtag? Is there a hashtag here? They didn't put up a hashtag? Oh, there it is. Hashtag National Cookie Day. Yeah, there we go. Yes, Tina says yes. National Cookie Day on December 4th serves up a sweet treat. Bakers across the country warm up the ovens. What's a better thing? I mean, that's happiness in your hand, isn't it? A warm cookie. Love cookies. Yeah, I do too, Tina. Bakers across the country warm up ovens for the holiday baking, and we enjoy giving tins of cookies to friends and families all season long. I don't really like giving them. I like eating them. They're always good. Hashtag National Cookie Day. Of course, this weekend, the missus made up a batch of, I think they're half gone, a double batch of, it's a regular pan, but a double batch of brownies. And oh, they are good. You just take a little sliver and it's like a full brownie. It's really, really good. She made a double batch. I know it's not cookies, but it's baked goods. It's a treat as far as that goes. The original cookie appears to begin in Persia in the 7th century, soon after the use of sugar became common in the region. Then they spread to Europe through the Muslim conquests of Spain. Cookies were common at all levels of society throughout Europe by the 14th century, from the royal cuisine to the street vendors. Cookies arrived in America in the 17th century. Macaroons and gingerbread cookies were among the popular early American favorites. I like gingerbread. Gingerbread cookies are good as far as that. Love cookies. Yes, I do too, Tina. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Tomorrow we're going to have let's see. Tina says, I need to tell my daughter she's baking peanut butter ones. Yeah, if she's doing it, tell her she's celebrating National Cookie Day today. Tina. There we go. Let's see. We're gonna have the. I'm gonna do the audio podcast tomorrow. The Fireman Rich audio podcast. It seems like I haven't done one in a while. I don't know what I have here for. I'm just going over the selections that are in the queue as far as that goes. I think the last time we talked about it. Oh, there's an interesting. Portugal runs on 100% renewable, dropping consumer electric bills nearly zero for 6 days in a row. That's a lot of money right there. I think it was cutting calories. I'm not sure. Let me look at the. Spotify for Podcasters page here. See, I don't need that search thing. Let's see. Of course, Napod Pomo finished. As far as for the month of November. Let's see. When did we do the? Let's see. There's day 30, 29, 28, 27. What was this one about? Let's see. Oh, is the last one we did was in Thanksgiving? Didn't I have one on the 28th? Or no? When was Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving was the 20. Oh, okay. That's because Thanksgiving was the 24th. Okay. Yeah, the last audio podcast was Thanksgiving Day. Wow, that's a long time ago. So we talked about Thanksgiving. I don't know. I'll find something to talk about. I did the non-pod Pomo challenge, and I was able to talk about something. There's some interesting stories here. Crane operator hero for saving man from top of burning skyscraper after seeing him wave his coat. Ooh, that's cool. And then we got quiet new Concorde could fly from New York to London in 1.5 hours. Ooh, that'd be cool. I know they're working on another. The big story. Yeah, that's not okay. This is a while back. All 41 of them were rescued in that collapsed tunnel in India, back the end of November. So I'm looking way back on my queue here. We'll find something. Hey, good morning, Thamer. Glad to have you here. Good to have you here as far as in this morning. Thamer coming in from the Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where currently it is 2:33 p.m. in the afternoon, and you got sunny and it just changed to clear skies. You got sunny skies. Of course, you would figure it'd always be sunny in Riyadh. That particular part of the world, and I don't mean this to sound offensive or anything like that, Thamer, but I always consider that part of the world the world sandbox, as far as that goes, because there's a lot of sand out there. But in Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which is a modern city, if you ever go, Thamer told me about a page to go to. They're celebrating the 2003 festivals. There's 10 festivals going on during these holidays, this holiday season. And Riyadh's a happening place. It's a happening place as far as that goes. But it's 2:34 p.m. and 77 degrees, a cool 77 degrees. So glad to have you here, Thamer. As far as in the broadcast, Helen was just here and you here. This is an internet. That's what I say. It's like an international. Oh, we got commercials going. Okay, standing by for the commercials. Let's type that in the thing. I can see commercials flashing. Standing by for ads to finish. She's all calm and behaving now, like an angel. Okay, standing by for the ads to finish. Let's see. Let me see. Does this work? Yeah, this works. Let's see. Those are those. Let's see if that works. So I don't want two of those. Don't need two of those. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Okay, they work. Yeah, ads will be finished, and we'll have another set of ads in 30 minutes and stuff like that. So, and we're coming up on 45 minutes. So, let's see. So we're back. Are we all back? I think we should be all back. I believe we're all back. And for the people watching, thank you very much for being here. As far as that goes, I greatly appreciate it. Oh, I don't want that. I don't need that. I need that. There we go. Broadcast is still holding its own. And yes, Tina says yes, we're back. So we'll find something to talk about tomorrow. And let's see. On this day in world history. Let's see. We have. The only thing about this new clock is I'm looking for the hands. I showed this new clock yesterday morning and stuff. The temperature went down. It's 42 degrees out. That's nice to know. It's nice to know what the temperatures outside is and stuff at a glance and stuff, instead of running over to the kitchen and look out in the window and squinting my eyes to see what the dial says. Let's see. On this day in history, 404 years ago today, 38 colonialists from Berkeley Parish, England, disembarked in Virginia and gave thanks to God, which is considered by many to be the first Thanksgiving in America in 1670. I thought the Pilgrims had the first Thanksgiving. Did the Pilgrims have the first Thanksgiving? Supposedly, I guess this is considered by many to be the first Thanksgiving in 1619. When did the Pilgrims get? The Pilgrims. When did the Pilgrims land? When did the Mayflower? Because that's the Mayflower. That's the ship they were on. Landed in, I think it was 1609. America. Oh, it was 1620? After more than a month, 66 days at sea, the Pilgrims finally arrived at Cape Cod in 1620. Okay. So, okay, I guess I stand corrected. It was 16. Oh, I know there was Virginia was being colonized. You know, Jamestown way before that, but they all died out as far as that goes. So, Tony just finished the morning meeting. Oh, you do the morning FOD walk. For people who don't know what a FOD walk, it's FOD. Tony is walking along with several other people in an area, and Tina's saying good morning to you, Tony. He is walking in an area in front of aircraft where they can find maybe something that's even smaller than this cap, even if it's a little, I mean, just like a little pea-sized piece of dirt or stone. That's considered foreign object damage. And what foreign object damage, you could have a small piece of material ingested by a jet engine and it will do damage to the max. So they line up across the line, and it's probably where Tony's at, it's probably in the hangar floor. Unless he's outside, they're doing the ramp area. But that's usually taking care of the ground crews. So Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's foreign object damage, just a little bit, and they're very meticulous. I mean, nothing gets by them. They have to pick it up because the consequences are thousands, in some cases $millions of damage just from a pea-sized piece of material, and it doesn't necessarily, as far as that goes. So, and Tony's saying hi to you, Tina, back, as far as that goes. So. That's a morning ritual and stuff like that. I'm familiar with those because we used to have to do one, whatever fire department I was at when I was in the service, we would have to do a FOD walk out in front of the fire station. It's sometimes if we were that, because fire stations in the Air Force were really close to the flight line, because I was an aircraft rescue firefighter. ARF, yeah, that's where we would set up for an aircraft emergency, or have a for an in-flight emergency, and then if we have an incident on an aircraft when they were doing maintenance or something like that, that's called a ground emergency. So I'm very familiar with the FOD walk, the FOD walk, and they're taken serious. They're taken very seriously as far as finding any little piece, as far as that goes. And Tony's saying hi to Thamer, and Helen. She's heading to the docks here. Tony, she's driving, as far as that goes now. She had to scoot off here. So let's see. Moving on. 142 years ago today, the first edition of the Los Angeles Times was published in 1881. There we go. And then in 1909, the Montreal Canadiens Ice Hockey Club, the oldest surviving pro hockey franchise in the world, was founded. So hockey's been around for a long time. That's before baseball. Let's see, what else do we have? It was on this day in 2005. I remember this. This is the man standing in front of the tank. Tens of thousands of people in Hong Kong protested for democracy, calling for the government to allow universal and equal suffrage. Yeah, the Chinese government, I know some people, I guess they overlook the fact that the Chinese government, they're not a friendly bunch, as far as that goes, and some of the stuff they do. Are you all right, Jack? Okay, Jack is coming out. Come on. Okay, once you get up here, you get up on your perch. And I'm one of those ones that, as far as I'm concerned, China, we love your products and stuff like that. Keep doing that, but stop doing the other crap, as far as what you're doing over there in the Pacific area and stuff like that. You're flexing your muscles a little bit too much. We know you're there. Their encroachment on Taiwan. Taiwan decided to be a country, and let them have their own little space. You got the whole mainland, as far as that goes. I don't know why you want little old Taiwan, unless it's all those chips that they make there and stuff like that, which I don't know. When I worked for IBM, IBM tried making a factory over in IBM or over in China, and it didn't work out because they made a cheaper product, but they had to throw out 10 pieces of scrap to get one actual working unit per se, okay? And it wasn't cost effective, so IBM brought the factory back here to the United States. I think it's back over in Ireland now, or something. I don't know. IBM got out of the manufacturing business and stuff, but it's the Chinese government I don't really care for. Chinese people, they're probably great people, like I would say the people I've seen over in that part of the world when I was fortunate enough to be stationed over there when I was in the United States Air Force. I had first up and close personal contact with people over there, and it's definitely different. It's definitely different. You could feel China's presence. I mean, when I was in Japan for my last, you could feel their presence in the area and stuff. But I don't think China wanted to mess with Japan, because Japan is they're as much of a sleeping giant as the United States. But they take it very serious because of what came out of World War II and stuff like that. But let's see. On this day in 2006, an adult giant squid is caught on video for the first time near the some islands that are 1,000 miles south of Tokyo, Japan. They was talking about Tokyo as far as that goes. And hey, Jeeves, good morning. Jeeves coming in from Vancouver, Canada. Oh, here's one of my favorite actors. I love this guy. This guy is pretty cool. He was in Tron 1 and 2. Um, um, he's played some badass cowboys there. Um, Happy birthday to actor Jeff Bridges, who turned 74. He turned 74 today. He portrayed the dude in the 1998 classic The Big Lebowski, earned him legendary legends of fans, and won an Oscar 10 years for Crazy Heart, which showcased his skills as a musician, singer. Um, he's a great guy. I like him. I like he. His life, what a life he led, with Oscar nominations for his roles in The Contender, Starman, that's a great one, Thunderbolt and Lightning, The Last Picture Show, and True Grit, the remake of True Grit. I didn't think they were going to pull that one off because John Wayne was in the original True Grit, but he did pull it off. That was a good remake. It was raw too. It was raw, and he was also in Tron. That was a Disney flick there. So happy birthday to Jeff Bridges on this day, and Tony saying hi to Jeeves, and Jeeves saying hi to Tony in the chat. So let's see, continue on. What's this one? What's this one say today? It's 1783. General George Washington said farewell to his Continental Army officers as at the François Tavern in New York. I guess that's because he went on to become our first president. In 1918, President Woodrow Wilson left Washington on a trip to France to attend Versailles, the peace conference that ended World War I. But in 1942, during World War II, U.S. bombers struck the Italian mainland for the first time in a raid in Naples. And my neighbor, he used to fly B-20. I didn't know this. When I was growing up here in Tioga County, our neighbor, there was a gentleman that I didn't know until after I got out of the service. It was just before he passed away. He flew B-25s, and I would have never known. He blew, and he was on a lot of those. He was probably one of the in that air raid. The first bombings of of Italy during World War II were done by B-25s, and they were coming out of Africa, going across the Mediterranean, and bombing targets. But he was a B-25 pilot, and I never knew that. He got the Air Medal, which is one step down from the Congressional Medal of Honor. And so God bless you, sir. It's just I always think of that. The Italy was a little rough going, and then we had Normandy started, and that sort of ended the war. But they thought they could get to Germany through the soft underbelly. But Italy, the country of Italy, it's pretty rough country there as far as mountainous and stuff like that. Along the coast, it's beautiful. But it is a very mountainous up and down the boot there, as it looks like on a map. But whenever I hear about the air missions of going against the U.S. bombing raids into Italy during World War II, the raids, and this one was the first raids were into Naples. I think of this gentleman, and God bless him, and God bless and thank you for your service, sir. Because that was a great generation. You look back on history. I've read so much, and I will be reading till I can't read anymore about World War II history, because there's so much there. And that's just a little nugget that there was a gentleman I had no idea growing up as a kid that was an American hero I was growing up next to. Great guy too. Very, very smart man. Very smart man. He would be out there tinkering with stuff, and my father would get all bent out of shape. He's, oh, there he goes again. And it's like, no, he was a very smart man. Let's see. In 1965, the United States launched, I remember this too, Gemini 7 with Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Frank Borman and Navy Commander James A. Lovell. Both of them went to the moon aboard a 2-week mission while Gemini 70 was orbiting. A sister ship, Gemini 6A, was launched on December 15. On a one-day mission, the two ships were able to rendezvous and within a foot of each other. I think later on in Gemini, they actually did it was the first connection, docking, so to speak. So, and I believe Frank Borman's the one on Apollo 7 was when they first circle around the moon. He was coming around the first time and he saw the Earth, and he's just like, there's that blue marble. And he had a very good speech about it on Apollo 7. Let's see, continuing on. Oh, and it's just about other stuff that's, it's history, but it's just I don't know. Just, I don't know. You can say it's history. It's just stuff that happened, you know, drama stuff, I guess you could say. I put it in the drama. Let's see, what are we at right now? We're at 1 hour. I'm going to go fresh up my coffee, and then we're going to talk about football. I got some football news. I actually, I'm going to just replay what I talked about yesterday on Tony D's broadcast. So I will be right back to refresh my coffee here, and you guys hang out. And we're back. We're back. Got my... I think that's timed out again, so I don't know what's going on here. We're back. We should be back. Okay, there we are. Okay. I'm waving to myself. Let's get... I don't know why the chat doesn't come up here anymore, so I usually take that chat window down. There we go. So, I like having that up there as far as that goes. I don't know. Do you like that, or do you like having the... or do you like having the... what do I have up in place there? Oh, the Chromecast. The Chromecast. That's what's up there, as far as that goes. The Chromecast. Let's see. I don't know. I that looks. It makes me feel like I'm in a real studio, I guess, and stuff like that. So. So we had some football this weekend. Week 13. Tony D yesterday. I'm impressed. It's just like he started his broadcast here, the fantasy, or Bell Kings fantasy football. I'm sorry, Tony. Bell Kings fantasy football. Okay, and I always have fun on it. I really enjoy. He's in his second season. He can, I was with him. He tolerated me all last year, I guess, I have a good time on it. As far as I look forward to it, the Sunday before, because it was the Thanksgiving. Hang on for a minute. Last weekend, or the weekend before, after Thanksgiving, that was a holiday. He was visiting family, which is good and stuff like that. We took a break off of it and stuff like that. So we're back into doing the broadcast. We had a good broadcast yesterday, and he picked up on his referencing to fantasy football, because that's where these guys, if you're not playing fantasy football, you get paid. It doesn't matter about what the team. You're getting all these different players, and you see how they perform during the course of the games, and then you get points. And it's sort of a fantasy. You're managing these votes, and but he picked up in the verbiage here, starting out, they said week 12. And is this supposed to be the NFL webpage? As far as they put week 12. And I think it's obvious it should have been saying in week 13. So and that's always good. And I'm more accustomed of the fantasy football aspect of the broadcast, because that's where Tony is coming, as far as the lineups of what you want to put in. Certain plays you would want to put in because of points and stuff like that than last year. Because I'm still geared to where I watch football, it's about the team and stuff like that. That's the one aspect I love about football. It's the team effort. I think it's almost, baseball is a team sport. And you have to know what the other person's doing, but there's more parts in football, it seems. I guess that and there's an offensive defensive aspect. I think more so than but that's just my opinion and stuff. But we had some games yesterday. Last Thursday, with the Cowboys beating up on the Seahawks, which they're establishing their presence as far as that game. But the big game that we said was going to be the big game, and it ended up not being. Well, it was sort of a one-sided, even though they tried coming back. But the final score, 42-19, the Eagles lost to the 49ers. Could that be due to the fact that they played a pretty rough game a week before with the Buffalo Bills? It could be. That could have been a factor. As far as that goes, but the 49ers, they're running on all cylinders and stuff like that. So it's week 13. We're in the final third, I think, where everybody's lining up. They're talking. Everything is about the wild card now, as far as it goes. Tina, you had the 49ers. Yeah, I had the Eagles. You did take the Eagles? Really? You had the 49ers? You went against the home team? But it was a good ball game as far as that goes, a play. Um, uh, there's something going on with the Dolphins. I don't know. I'm not giving them any credit because I don't know about their schedule. They whooped on the Commanders, 45-15. Um, the Jets, of course, I think they could have won against the Falcons, but they still have some issues. And the Giants, they were on a bye. Good for the Giants. They were on a bye. They were on a bye week. And let's see, the Panthers almost beat the Buccaneers. It's just, and then last night. Last night was a premier game. The Chiefs and Packers, and the Chiefs couldn't get it done. The Packers, there's a renewed emphasis that the Packers, they're playing good ball. Let's see. Let me see what this. Let me see if I'm going to fish for this NFL wild card. Let me see the wild card. Wild card. Wild card for 2023. 2023. Let's see. So on CBS Sports, the ranking for the 12 NFL wild card. Let's see if I can get that. Let's see. The division leaders, of course, are still the Eagles, the Lions. Eagles in the NFC East, NFC North is the Lions. Watch the Lions. The Lions. 49ers, of course. Even though the Eagles have a better record, the 49ers show they could whoop on. And then Falcons, well, that's that NFC South as far as that goes. But wild card contenders, let's see, what do they have for wild? How's this going, the wild card? Okay, wild cards, I think number one for the National is going to be Cowboys right now. Vikings are number two. Rams. Packers. Saints. Seahawks are still in the hunt at number 6. Buccaneers. The Giants are number 8. I don't think. Let's just look at the top 4. And that would be the Cowboys. I think they're going to get the wild card. They're definitely going to get the wild card if they don't win the division. If they win, which I don't think. If they win the division, Philly will get a wild card. That's what Philly has to start worrying about. We got an ad. Ad ends. They were due a loss. And G is saying good morning. Okay, standing by on. Let's see, standing by, waiting on ads again. For those people watching on the replay on Rumble and YouTube, I wait for the ads for the people in the chat. We've got an active chat going on here, so we're waiting on, not in ads, on ads. Oh, crack myself up. Tina says no, they were due for a loss. I don't know if a team's due for a loss. I think. And we're gonna wait. We got 30 seconds for the ad break, but it was a good week. But we have like the Cowboys and then the Vikings. They're number 2 for the NFC, and then the Rams and Packers. So the Packers winning yesterday, that moves them up on that wild card as far as that goes. And do we have AFC? They don't have the AFC. What the hell? What's going on here? It's just in the wild card. Okay, we're back, I think, right? Are we back yet? No, we're still in the commercial. A commercial break. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a better setup here for the NFL. Let's see if we got an image. We got an updated image. Let's see, what's this image? All right. Oh, I gotta print that up for you.
When you get a chance.
Yeah, I can right after the
It's
broadcast here.
It's not a saved draft because it wouldn't save. So.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we back. Grand Theft Auto Part 6 trailer comes out. Oh, I thought, Thammer, when we were talking about this yesterday, I thought you meant the Grand Theft Auto Part 6 was dropping. It's just a trailer too. Okay, so that's pending. So, I'm trying to find a good... Let's go to the news. Let's see. NFL wild card. Who's up and who's down? Okay, let's go to this. Let's go to NFL.com for the... do they have a graphic at all? Yeah, it probably comes out in 2025, 24 winter time. Oh, so it's not going to be till next year? 224. Oh, probably in January. That's winter. Okay. I don't do the Grand Theft Auto, like I said. Have you been playing that for a long time? Oh, NFL wild card. Okay, here's the standings. Thanks, Rich. Okay, I guess Hal's on. We'll see you later, Tina. Thank you for dropping by, and as far as that goes, and glad to have you here. And you have a great day. As far as that goes, I'm finding the wild card here. Who's in the wild card? Because that's what's going to be talked about over the next several weeks now. Everybody. You know, I think for the most part, you have teams that have solidified their presence as far as the division, on the divisional level, but clinching scenarios for Week 13. Let's see, you have divisional leaders, the Eagles, they're 10-2, 49ers are 9-3, Lions 9-3, and Falcons 500 at 6-6. The wild card, you're going to have... No, is that okay? This is the NFC. You're going to have Cowboys at 9-3, Vikings, Packers, and Rams. Seahawks are on the fence, as well as the Buccaneers. Giants, they have to win all their games. That's not going to pop. They got to win every single one of their games, and the other teams have to lose. So I would say a sure wild card. It's going to be between Cowboys, Vikings, and Packers now. And the Cowboys, they're just playing better ball, I think, than the Vikings and Packers and stuff. On the AFC side, you have divisional leaders, the Dolphins at 9-3, which it still surprised me, but they're playing good ball. They're playing good ball as far as that goes. And Jaguars face the Bengals. Well, this must have been last week. Jaguars, they're in their division. Chiefs are still... in first in their division, even with the loss to the Packers. Okay, so this is updated. So the wild card for the AFC is the top four, Steelers, Browns, and Colts. Outsiders that are looking in as possibles are Texans, Broncos, and Bills. Bills are in trouble. They got to win tonight. They play tonight. Who do they play? They play. There's a game tonight. No, they're on a bye. I'm sorry, they're on a bye. It's Bengals and Jaguars tonight for Monday Night Football. I'm sorry, I'm getting punchy here with the Bills. So that's the wild card right now. So, and they're going to be talking more and more of it. So as far as that goes, the Bills they got to start winning. They got to start winning games. The games they've lost, they could have won. They've lost it themselves. If you look back, all the mistakes they've made, and that's going to be haunting them. Even the Jets are still, they got them. They're the 14th in the American as far as on the hunt on the ladder, which you can't. once you get past the divisional leaders of the Steelers, Browns, Colts, and Texans, or no, let's see, Steelers, Browns, and Colts. How come there's not? Oh, that's a wild card. Yeah, because the division. Yeah, yeah, those three. Because the Colts are 7-5, Browns are 7-5, Steelers are 7-5, and Browns and Steelers and Colts, are they all in the same division? I'm not sure. So, so there's that's what the next week is going to be. It's going to be talking about the talking about the wild card. The wild card becomes a factor now as far as that goes, and so that's what makes the NFL so interesting. Just at this point in the game, because these injuries are a major factor for all teams, but you have a whole bunch of younger players that are playing top caliber football as far as that goes, and it's just something to watch as far as and it's very enjoyable. Let's see. I'd like to acknowledge though this past was it last Saturday in our county here in southern tier of upstate New York, which is Tioga County. There's two high schools that went up for state championship high school football play. One down the road, their first time as champions, the Waverly Wolverines in Waverly, New York. My hat's off to them. Congratulations. They won for the first time Class C. For the Class D, the picture there is a picture of the Tioga Tigers from the Tioga Central High School here in Tioga County, New York. They won not their first, not their second, but their third championships in a row. Yeah, that's only been done. This is the second time that's happened in the history of the state. These are a bunch of farm boys right here. Class D is a low, they got Class A, B, C, and D. But what's that?
Small school.
It's a small school, small high school. Average graduating class is anywhere from 75 to 100 kids. Normally right around 75, 80 kids graduate from this high school each year. And my hat's off to these boys for the win. They did really good as far as that goes. And I say congratulations to you. And good show as far as that goes. And the 2023 New York State Division D champions, and I want to say thank you for. And they had a parade. When they finished playing and they came back to the county here because the championship games were taking place up there in the Syracuse area, but they ended up coming back and they came through the village here and around to other communities in the county here for the Tioga School District, that is, and the two buses had the boys, the team there, and we're yelling, screaming, giving them a thumbs up. There was like a mile long worth of cars of people supporting the team. So what's that?
Local fire department.
Yeah, and the local fire departments. I was getting to that. As far as the fire department, the local fire departments, they were in there with the lights and the sirens. And that's 3 years in a row I've been out in front here yelling and screaming and stuff like that. So, yeah, and so that was good as far as that goes. And let me see if I can find the verbiage here as far as that goes. What they had. What's that?
I'm talking to Jay.
Oh, you're talking to the, okay. Let's see, WBNG. There's a good WBNG. As far as the news on it. And I ended up saying something about this over the weekend. And again, I mentioned it on Tony's broadcast But let's see. The Waverly Wolverines take home first ever football state championship with a 46-26 win over the Fonda Fultonville High School. That's Class C. That's Class C. Let's see. I don't want that. What do I want? I want. There we go. And then the Tioga Central High School. Tioga Central High School wins third straight football state championship with a 63-14 win over the Stillwater High School. And Tioga Tigers are just the second team in Class D history to win back-to-back state championships in football after a dominating offense showing against Stillwater to win the Class D state title. Tioga Central High School football, the Tigers, ran for 428 yards. That's high school yards, and passed for 98 more, cruising past the Section 2 champions 63-14. Tioga Central High School scored 6 touchdowns in the first half. 6 touchdowns in the first half. Monstrous play. And never looked back, allowing 2 touchdowns late in what they call garbage time, where the game was over with, as far as that goes. When the game was well over, the Tigers were led by Drew Macumber, who scored 4 touchdowns on the ground, and Carden Bellis, who passed for 3 more, each to different receivers. That's a good quarterback when you're able to do that. So again, congratulations. They were up there. Did they play? I guess the championship games were played in the Dome, I think, weren't they? I think they were played up in the Syracuse University of Syracuse Dome, as far as that goes. So hats off to those Tioga Central High School football players. Three championships in a row. That's unheard of. I mean, I hear 3 championships. I'm thinking right off the top of my head, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, you could say, I don't know if they did 3 in a row. I know they did 2 in a row, but they had a number of championships, the New England Patriots. But 3 in a row, that is just hard to come by as far as that goes. So that's cool. And let's see. I'm going to see. Okay, no, Hal's not on. Let's see. Okay, no, Hal doesn't. Okay, Hal Massa, he's a radio entity that's out there in Michigan. I think he's out of Flint, Michigan. He broadcasts Friday on Twitch, but I think Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is his. I think Monday he's either on TikTok or Instagram or something. He's all over the place. I like being here on Twitch. Twitch is my home. Twitch is a great place to be. Let me check something here. I didn't open up. Did I open up this? Oh, I didn't even start this computer yet. My second computer. I was too busy getting things going here. Let me see. Let me try and get this going. Before we're gonna be under 2 hours this morning and stuff like that. I want to get my day started. Well, it's only 7:19. Wow. I could still hang out. I don't know who's left in the audio in the chat there. I think what do we got? We got 3 people. I think Tony's still here. Tony might still be here or whatever. If let's see. Oh, I just want to look at something here. Let's bring this up. Yeah. Oh, okay. Jeeves, you're still here. Okay, Jeeves. Twitch is great. Yeah. Are you still doing? I don't see you that much. You must be busy because I don't see you that much doing the DJ bit as far as that goes. So you must be busy, or else you're coming across the border there to visit your girlfriend, and the girlfriend's doing the same thing, vice versa. So I know you can't. You mentioned that you came back. You came down here to the States to spend Thanksgiving holiday there with your girlfriend and her family. I've been busy with work. Yeah, that's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. Busy with work. It's and Tim Fan, I don't think he's still here. He's probably rustling up the guys there to get back to work and stuff. But busy with work is always a contractor thing there. That is just like when you're busy and you're working, you're making money to put in the back pocket to pay the bills and stuff like that. But glad to have you here this morning. As far as taking a little time out of your time to spend with me this morning on stuff, I appreciate that. I don't know if this will come up or not. Let's see. Sort of a quick broadcast already. We've been on for what, an hour, coming up on an hour and 30 minutes as far as that goes. And I have extended, for those people watching on the replay, I usually would go for an hour, but because me and the missus, we're definitely going to be taking a walk today. It's Monday. I like doing the morning walk. But primarily because it doesn't get light out until later. We would start doing our walks right about now, about 7:30ish. But we put it off for a half hour. The missus is getting ready, and then I usually, when I'm done here, I just jump in a pair of jeans and we go out. And when I come back, that's when I do my showering bit, getting ready for the day, and stuff. So let me see, what do we got here? Do we have anything? Nothing going on there. So I just want to check one thing. Let's see. Okay. It's just, I'm just checking something here real quick, folks, so just bear with me. Huh. Oh, I see what that is. I don't want that. We want to go this one. Okay, this is the one I want right here. So today is Monday, start of a new week for all you working folks. And let's see, yeah, this is the one. Okay, now it's queuing up. Okay, I'm just setting up my other computer here. As far as that goes, it's sort of lagging a little bit on doing that. Okay, we got that set up. Okay. Okay. I got the other computer up and running, so we're doing good there. And we are, let's see, what do we got for messages here? Anything? YouTube, don't need to see that. YouTube, don't need to see that. Some more news, nothing there. I might this afternoon, seeing what it is. I might be gaming. I might be gaming a little bit. What's that? What do you got going? Hang on for a minute, folks. Okay, the missus wants some printing done and stuff like that. The printer is here, and she has her desk out in the living room there in a little corner. She has a little corner of her own, which is, I like the spot. It's nice. It's right next to the big screen TV, but it's right there. It's a nice little spot. We got a nice spot for the tree there. We got the side windows. There's 1, 2, 3 that bow out. And the love seat's usually over there. We moved it across on the other side of the living room, so that opens up that area. So she'll be at her desk, and she has a full view, and also outside of the street lights across the street, or the Christmas lights there and whatnot. but she doesn't have the printer, so she has to send it to me. I should hook this. It has a Wi-Fi capability, but I think it's a little wonky. I tried setting it up once, and it just frustrated the hell out of me as far as that goes. You know what? I'm gonna try something. Let's see. I'm gonna try just before we leave here. I'm gonna send somebody an invite here. I'm gonna see if he takes it before we leave, okay? Because I do have guest stars. So I did this yesterday. I've got guest stars, and I send out an invite to a couple people yesterday. And they're not normally on Twitch. This individual is it, but we haven't talked to him in a while, so I'm gonna send him out. I'm gonna send some love to him and stuff, and say, get your ass up here. Because I talked to, for the people watching on the replay, I talked to certain people that are in the chat and stuff, and yeah, I know what they're doing and stuff like that. It's always good to know that they're doing fine and things are going well with them, and such. And I'm not sure if this person will. We haven't talked to this individual in quite a while, but we'll hang loose here at the tail end of the broadcast here. See if we can finish up with a little chat here as far as that goes. So today, start of the Monday, it's sort of it's a weekday, and to me, I consider it a weekday because we're going to be going out for a walk, me and the missus, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I try and walk every day, and then the weekend I take the day off unless we have a sudden urge to walk, which we did last week. I think was it last week? I think last Sunday I walked. Not yesterday. A week from yesterday, I walked on a Sunday, and as far as that goes, and to go get a penny saver and stuff. Did you go get a penny saver yesterday? Oh yes, you did. It's on the. You know what? Let me see the penny saver. Let me get the penny saver here. This could be a new segment. I'm looking for. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got for ads. Let's see. We don't look at the grocery ads. I don't look at the grocery ads. So we'll put them off to the side. Let's see. What other ads do we have? We have. Let's see. Which one's this? Is this another grocery? This is another grocery one. So we don't look at those. There's another one. There's 3 groceries. What stores we have? The Grand Union. We have Tops, and the one the missus looks at is, and she makes her grocery list already, is Price Chopper. So I gotta make sure that one stays out and this one goes in. The one flyer I look at is the True Value one. It's sort of a one page. It's a hardware store. Okay, let's see what's in the hardware store. Let's see. For $5.99, you can get an 18-gallon holiday tote. They have heavy-duty mats for $9.97. There are 3. Let's see what else. Interesting. We got Christmas. Oh, they got red and green light bulbs. That's interesting. $2.44. We have to get some of those. A Heat AC 5.2 programmable thermostat. We have an old thermostat as far as that goes. And they've got some, these are always good. We got a pair of these. That's a good buy right there. Stanley foldable sawhorses, 2-pack, $34.94. Not bad. Let's see, I gotta move this one up so I can see the time. Let's see, what do we have in here? We got some more totes of various sizes. We have some stuff that you can put along the side of the garage. We have some mats, stock storage crates for $5.99 a piece. We have some lighting, some cables, fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, some filters, Energizer flashlights, and then on the back Milwaukee tools, Some Stanley tools. Oh, I like that pry bar right there for $14.99. Then they got a. So Stanley's a good product. So that's the flyer. Let's see what's on the. Oh, she got two of them. Why'd you get two? You got two penny savers. Oh, she must be in them.
Yeah, she accidentally grabbed two.
Oh, you accidentally grabbed two. Okay, so this is how it comes. This is the penny saver right here. She accidentally. So there's a whole bunch of these that are up in the store. We usually get. It's usually on a Sunday morning we'll get it as far as that goes. So let me see. We'll put this as our. We'll have this as our picture art. Okay, that's at $38.50. $38.50. Okay. I forgot to get the picture art. Let's see. What do we have here? I'm not seeing any. Let's see. The big new 100 nonprofit awards, 1.5 million on Giving Tuesday. Okay. Okay, and then we have Shop Local. The local stores are ready for. Oh, we got Christmas things, advertisement. That's what pays for this paper. There's advertisement throughout the paper as far as that goes. Let's see, and that's a good deal on one of those things. I just saw that note there, Jeeves. Yeah, there's some good deals in there. It's a nice little, hardware store. And let's see, we've got. Let's see what's happening. Let's see. Today's the 4th. What's happening on the 4th? Majoran Mondays 2 to 4 at Appalachian Library. What's Majoran? Is that game? I don't know. Well, let's see. Oh, the readers column. This is always fun. Let's see. Let's read one of them. Let's see. Good news for all of our local EMT providers. New York State now requires insurance claims for payments by all ambulance service providers, whether they be facilitating the service for an in-network or out-of-network call, will now see their charge for insurance payment for reimbursement for every response. And see, that's a major drain on the local fire departments. They have these rigs and they get donations and stuff. So now your insurance has to pay for it. Let's see, what else do we have? Farmers farm for the love of farming. They love to watch and nurture their growth of plants. They love to live in the presence of animals. They love to work outdoors. They love the weather. Maybe even when it is making them miserable. They love to live where they work and to work where they live. And I guess that's bringing it to the table on farming and food. So we got a lot of farms here in Tioga County, a lot of dairy farms. Oh, we're in a commercial break. Okay. What are we sitting at time? We're gonna end maybe at an hour and 45 minutes. We'll wait for the commercials to come back. Let's see. Here's some more readers column. This is to the vendor at the Appalachian Church that was selling alpaca socks. I would like to purchase more alpaca socks. Also, I'm looking for someone that does metal work that could make a wind chime for me. Please leave your phone number in the column and I will call you. Thank you. So that's the things you get on the reader column. Let's see. This might be good content for a Monday morning, I guess, huh? When it's this is a slow Monday broadcast here. Let's see. What's another good one? Let's see. Here's one. I have some thoughts on Christmas past. Growing up in the 50s, baby dolls all had blonde hair and blue eyes. That was not my uh, that was not my color, but I accepted it as just the way it was. A life lesson at 4. Life is not fair. Later on, my Barbie had blue eyes and certainly did not wear glasses again. Oh well, exactly. Excited to finally get one. I was just thrilled to get a gift. And no, not a pile the size of Mount Everest. And having particular companies was considered desirable. You did a good job for a locally owned company, and they took care of you. Offered Christmas parties for the employees' children. What Santa gave neat gifts to every child. These are some of the most memorable gifts. And that thing, when I worked at IBM, I took one of my kids there to the Christmas party. Well, actually, I think I took both of them to the Christmas party, and one got older. But IBM used to have those Christmas parties back in the day. Um, let's see, what else can we read about? Oh, here's one for the climate loons. Dear climate loons and environmental wackos, Biden says climate change, show me, is an existential threat. Biden's status that his inflation is 17%. This may be true overall, but food inflation is more than 27%, which it is. The missus tells me how expensive food is. This may be true overall. Okay. Hurting the poor and elderly. Whether contenders are whether containers are being short filled or products packaged in smaller containers, the fossil fuel requirement increases exponentially. This applies to the energy for packaging and transport, depending on the shape of the container. The rate of exploration increases values. Biden's deliberate inflation is a climate extremist threat to everyone, but why should he care? After all, he's the 81st birth. After all, it's his 81st birthday. um, I don't know. That's how some people feel here in the county. Here's some more advertisements for Sweeney's Market. That's a market that's in Appalachian. That's the town where I grew up. Okay, Appalachian Sweeney Markets. That's where we used to stop and get a soda, a bag of chips, walking home from school. I think we're back. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Okay. So we're just reading the penny saver here. This is a real newspaper, folks. When was the last time you saw somebody read a newspaper? We get this every weekend. It has various advertisements, some articles in here. So I'm just going through it just to see if any. We do the readers column. I think I'm going to do that on Mondays here. And we have what's happening. Owego Bowl has an advertisement. Readers. Oh, we got some more readers column. I'll have to look at this as far as. Okay. I don't want to get too much. Here's lifetime Owego Fire Department member, friend, and neighbor. Oh, this is on Saturday, November 25th, 2023. Donna Eston, lifetime member of the Owego Fire Department and Wave Hose Company number 2, and wife of former Owego Fire Department Chief Kenny Easton. He's a good guy, Ken Easton. I've crossed paths with him a number of times when I was in the volunteers. Made last leg of her journey with a fitting tribute. Following her funeral that day, a parade of fire engines, motorcycles, firefighters led by Ken Eston, and several cars and motorcycles made their way to the fire training facility on McMaster Street in Owego, New York, to share memories and unite with families and friends as far as that goes. So God bless her. She was I think I met her a few times. She's a nice lady. Passed away. She served her community well, so God bless her and Godspeed. They actually toned it out. of course, we're coming up. Today's the 4th. This Thursday will be Pearl Harbor Day, so they have a Pearl Harbor Day article here. I guess I can read that for. Actually, I can read that for my Thursday as the audio podcast. And let's see, more advertisements, some more pictures of local people, as far as giving, and then you have this guy, the old coot. He usually has a pretty decent article in there. And then we had last Friday, I think we had the lights that they're turning the Christmas lights on all the various towns and stuff like that. So there we have it. That's the penny saver for this Monday, December 4th. Oh, I think I put the wrong flyer in. Where's that? Oh no, that's her flyer. Okay, I got to make sure I get because she's making the shopping list. She's making the shopping list. Okay, there we have it. Let's see. Okay, I guess our guest isn't coming in. I guess I lost track. We'll take him out. And we're coming up on an hour and 50 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here. Jeeves, are you still here? I think Jeeves is the only one that's here. We got 3 people in the view. I think everybody, they're starting their day already. So we're going to go ahead and get our day started here. As far as that goes, Jeeves might be busy doing something like that. So, but we are going to go ahead and exit stage left here, folks, and get our day started. We've had a good broadcast here. I want to say thank you. What do we have in here? Let's see. I got to usually go to this list because that other list doesn't. Let's see. I want to say. Oh, that doesn't even go. Oh, I gotta go for this list. Which list am I going? Let's go to the main list here. Let's see. I want to say thank you to Tony 72. Thank you, Tony, for being here in the broadcast. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Tim Fan from Michigan. Tony's down there in Georgia, Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Tony. Have a great day. Be safe. And same with Tim Fan. Thank you, Tim. Yo. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Helen. Helen, our girl that's out there and over there across the pond in Edinburgh, Scotland. Thank you. You have a great day. As far as that goes, I want to say thank you to Tina. Tina, our Jersey girl. Thank you for being here as well. Great to have you here. And I want to say thank you to Jeeves. Jeeves, I've known him since the Blab days. We go back a ways. Thank you, Jeeves, for coming in and hanging out. It's greatly appreciated, sir. Coming in from Vancouver, Canada. You stay warm up there in Canada. Greatly appreciated. This is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. You can follow me over on Truth Social, Instagram Threads. Truth Social, Instagram Threads, X/Twitter, and Blue Skies. On the Facebook, it's The Real Fireman Rich. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thank you.